Hi, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Okay, we're just going to wait a couple of minutes and see who else tunes in before we get started. Mr. Neal, you are here on Burdick, Corvo, let's see, Anna Roeder. Are those your only cases?
Yes, Your Honor.
Does it look like that's all of them?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you need to speak with Ms. Pearson privately in a breakout room on any of your cases?
I do.
And also,
Oh, sorry, you guys are muted. Hold on. I don't know why you're muted.
me?
Oh,
I
that
should
would be my fault. Hold on.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. We'll start again.
Yeah.
Mr. Neal, would you like to speak with Ms. Pearson privately about your cases?
Yes, please.
All right. Well, we're Ms. Pearson?
Yes. Also, with his first case, Alexandra Burdick,
Mhm.
I just sent him discovery today on that. So
Okay.
that will be a reset. And then we'll need to visit about the other two cases.
Mr. Neal, our next Zoom is for January 3rd at 1:30. Will that give the parties enough time to be able to review, speak with your client, and then maybe speak with Ms. Pearson again?
Judge, I'm sorry, I'm trying to look at different windows.
So we have Zoom, or on the 3rd, or we have January 10th, but that one's in person.
January 3rd, what time?
1:30 for Zoom?
Yeah, that works for me. The only issue is I don't actually have the discovery yet. So depending on when when it gets to me from PD.
Sure.
But yes, I mean, I'll say the 3rd works and hopefully I get it between now and then.
Okay, and if you don't, if you'll just file a motion for continuance with the court, then we can set it out a little bit further.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put you in a breakout room so you can speak with Ms. Pearson.
Thank you.
You bet. Okay, you should be receiving those invitations. Let me know if you don't. Okay, they did. All right, so let me see who else is here today.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Hold on.
I don't have audio.
Hold
I'm
on.
sorry. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, yeah, we're getting a lot of feedback from your microphone. Do you have a camera? Are you on a computer or phone, or have you dialed it?
It's not working.
Okay, I tell you what, why don't you go ahead and log off and then try to log back in again, and that may resolve the problem.
I don't usually. Yes, ma'am. I'll be right back with you, okay?
All right, that sounds great. Thank you. Okay, and Ms. Roeder, I know that you're here with Mr. Neal. So as soon as he pops back over, we'll be able to talk about your case, okay? Okay, all right, Mr. Shipke.
Yes, ma'am.
You are here on two cases from November 18th of this year. I know we had reset these cases to give you the chance to speak with the prosecutor. Do you still want to speak with her this afternoon?
Yes, ma'am, if that's okay.
Absolutely. So what I'm going to do is we're just kind of put you in line so that you can have a private conversation with her, okay?
That's fine, ma'am.
Okay, great. So if you just want to hang tight for me, we'll get to you as quickly as we can.
That's fine, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. And then we have Mr. Casanova. Mr. Casanova, can you hear me okay? Maybe not.
I think he's the one, he may have been the one that was trying to,
Oh, he may log back in. Okay, yeah, okay, there he goes. We'll see if he is able to log back in. And then, let's see, Miss Turner, are you here on Jeffrey Hill?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. And did you need to speak privately with the prosecutor?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we got you in line to do that. As soon as Mr. Neal is done, we'll get you in there so you can talk with her. And then are you also here on Selena Norton?
Yes, yes, Judge, I am.
Okay. And
Same on that one.
okay, and have I missed anybody? Are those the only two? Looks like it. Okay, well, we'll get you in to speak with Ms. Pearson as soon as she comes back from speaking with Mr. Neal.
Thank you, Judge.
You bet. Hi, Mr. Casanova, can you hear me? Oh, he's just not connecting.
Yeah, it's trying to connect.
Yeah. Hi, Mr. Casanova, are you able to hear me? Okay, we're
Hear me?
no, we're still not able to hear you very well. Are you on a computer or are you on your phone? We're not able to hear you, Mr. Casanova.
Yes, ma'am, but I'm not able to view you. I don't know. I'm in Georgetown right
Hold on just a
now.
second. We can't hear anything you're saying. Okay, we're not able to hear you at all, Mr. Casanova. Hold on just a second for
I
me.
don't- No, I'm out on a job site.
Okay, there you are. Now you're clear.
Can you hear me? God darn it.
Yeah, now we're able to hear you. Okay, so you're out of San Antonio?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right, there we go. And did you just, on the link, did you just call in for the audio? You're not on within the Zoom app, correct?
I am in the Zoom app, but I don't know why it's not showing up. I usually don't use Zoom, so I'm not familiar with it, Judge.
Okay.
I'm so sorry about that.
No, you're fine. Generally, when you're on the app, at the bottom of the screen, it allows you to turn on your camera. If you're not able to, that's fine. But if you're able to find the little video camera at the bottom, you might be able to show up on screen. I just want to make sure you are within the Zoom app. That way, if you want to talk with the prosecutor, I can put you in a private breakout room so you can have whatever conversation you want. If you wanted to talk to her about a possible plea bargain agreement, you don't have to talk to her. If you already know that you want to contest your case, we can give you a pretrial and a trial date. Your other option today is if you simply wanted to plead no contest on the case, which simply means you're not contesting the case, then the total amount that would be owed is $281. Do you want the opportunity to speak with the prosecutor? Nope, you're on mute.
Yes, ma'am. I wanted to see if I could get any way I could get deferred.
Okay, so if you just want to hang on, we have a few people in front of you, but you're going to be able to have a private conversation with the prosecutor and see if she is willing to offer that to you.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, you're very welcome. Okay, as soon as Ms. Pearson is done, they will come back over here and then we'll continue with court. In the meantime, we're just going to have a brief recess while we wait on them.
Okay, Judge, can I explain something to you real quick?
I can't hear the facts of the case. I can only hear the facts of the case if you have already entered a plea or if we're in trial and it's properly admitted evidence. Otherwise, if you want to talk about the facts of the case, I can't do that at this time. Okay. Ms. Pearson and Mr. Neal, do we have an announcement on any of your cases? Verdict we have reset. What about Bo Curavoy?
Okay.
Curavoy.
We have talked about offers, and Mr. Neal's going to get in touch with him today and get back in touch with me as to how he wants to move forward. But we should be able to resolve that one pretty quickly.
Okay, is it okay to go ahead
Okay.
for January 3rd at 1:30 by Zoom again? Would that work for both parties?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And then it looks like the next case would be Ms. Roeder. Do you have an announcement with regard to this case?
Well, if you don't mind, Your Honor, if you could put all of us in another breakout room, Mr. Neal and Ms. Roeder and myself, and let us visit a little bit.
Absolutely. All right, so hold tight. I'm going to create another breakout room while we do that. Let's see if it's going to let me do an additional room. All right, give me just a minute and then I got to create a separate breakout room. All right, here we go. Okay, that room should open up and I'll join.
Okay, well, we'll wait for Judge Becker.
Any announcement for the court by counsel?
Well, what we're going to do is reset this case until January the 3rd. And then we should have some resolution by then.
Okay. So we're going to reset this case for Zoom again by, let's see, January 3rd at 1:30.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, I keep having screens pop up. Okay. And then, was that the last of your cases, Mr. Neal? Did we get them all?
Yes, ma'am. That's it for me for today.
Okay, great. Thank you, Mr. Neal, for being here.
Thank you.
Okay, Ms. Pearson, we have, let's see, we have Ms. Turner who is here to discuss cases. It's Jeffrey Hill and
Okay.
Tina Norton. So I'm going to put you both in a private breakout room.
Okay.
Okay, you should be receiving those. Okay, so we'll go back into recess while we wait for them to finish up.
Hello, Mr. Casanova. I see you now.
Okay, how are you?
Good, thank you. Hang tight, all right?
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay, Ms. Pearson and Ms. Turner, do you have an announcement on your cases?
Yes, on both cases, Selena Norton and Jeffrey Hill, we're going to reset those just one more time. We've talked about offers, and I believe that we'll be able to work something out, but Ms. Turner needs an opportunity to send me some information and visit with both of her clients about my offers.
Okay, will the January 3rd date at 1:30 give sufficient time for that?
Well, for me, it will. How about you, Ms. Turner?
That would be, is the court on Zoom or in person?
Yes, for Zoom.
That should work. That'd be fine.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, you're welcome. So we'll reset both cases to January 3rd at 1:30 p.m. Thank you, Ms. Turner.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Ms. Pearson, let's see here. Mr. Shipke would like to have a conversation with you in a breakout room.
Okay.
All right, I'll go ahead and move you guys over.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ms. Pearson, can you hear me okay? Sorry.
Okay, they should receive the invite. There we go.
Doesn't look like he's joined.
Yeah, it looks like Mr. Shipke, it looks like his screen is frozen. Let me. Mr. Shipke, are you able to hear us? You should have received an invite. If you can't hear us, it looks like your screen is frozen. You may have to log off and then log back on. Let me have Ms. Pearson come back over. Hi, Ms. Pearson, sorry about that. It looks like Mr. Shipke, his screen is frozen. So I'm waiting real quick to see maybe he can log off and log back in. But in the meantime, because I'm not for sure how to fix that. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and place both you and Mr. Casanova in a breakout room.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Casanova, you should receive an invite. There we go. Yeah, looks like he probably had to log off and log back on.
Hey, Judge, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Your
I think-
screen, yeah, your screen had frozen earlier.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'll move you in there in just a minute as soon as she's done with Mr. Casanova. It shouldn't be too much longer.
No problem. I apologize about that.
No,
All of a
it's
sudden,
okay.
because I got the cue for the breakout room and then it kind of froze on my end too. And I was kind of going, where's the better?
Yeah, I figured it probably had and that you would just dial back in.
Yes, ma'am. All right.
All right, it'll
Sorry
be
about
just a
that.
couple of minutes. No, that's okay.
Yes, ma'am. No problem.
Okay. Let me see.
I don't know what happened to Mr. Casanova.
I moved him over. He should be receiving. There
There
he
he
is.
is. Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
Do we have an announcement on this case, Ms.
We do.
Pearson and Mr.
Yes.
Casanova?
In exchange for a plea of no contest, my recommendation is a 90-day deferral with the 4-hour online drug and alcohol class, no new offenses, and then fine and cost. It appears on the docket sheet that he was given credit of $150 for his incarceration time, which would reduce his fine.
It would. Mr. Casanova, is that your understanding of the plea agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And I have a credited fine and court costs in the amount of $150. So the remaining fine and court costs would be $281. Would you be able to pay that within 30 days?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I'm actually going to be in Fredericksburg on Friday. So
Okay.
I'll just swing by and pay that.
Okay. In pleading no contest, you are waiving your right to a trial. You're waiving your right to remain silent, and you're waiving your right to consult with an attorney. Knowing those 3 rights, do you wish to waive them and go forward with the offered plea agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm going to accept your plea of no contest and find that you've made a knowing and voluntary waiver of your rights. And I will order that this a finding of guilt is going to be deferred for 90 days. During the 90-day period of time, you will take the alcohol education class. And I'm going to reduce all of this in writing in an order so you'll know which class that you need to take. The $281 will need to be paid within 30 days. With that class, it needs to be completed within 60 days, and it is virtual. So you can just do it on your computer at your own convenience, and then no new offenses. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions about what we've gone over?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for being here. I'm going to issue your order either today or first thing in the morning, and we can send it by mail and by email.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, thank you very much for being here, sir.
Thank you.
Excused.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Now we will try to get Mr. Shipke
Yes,
in
ma'am.
the room with Ms. Pearson. I'm going to put you both in room 2.
All right. Yes, ma'am.
So fingers crossed. Great. It worked that time. Okay. We'll be in recess until they pop back in. Okay, sorry about that. Let me make sure that Mr. Shipkey is moved back over here in main session. Okay, he should be coming back over. Okay,
Curious.
here we go. Mr.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Miss Pearson, do we have an announcement on either case?
Yes, we do. On the DWLI ticket, I want to reset that out 60 days and see if we can get a valid driver's license.
Okay.
And then on the open container, in exchange for a plea of no contest, my recommendation is a 90-day deferral with no new offenses. And he is requesting community service for the fine and court cost.
Okay. Mr. Shipkey, where do you live at?
In the City Hill Lotus?
In Helotes. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's see. 195. Okay. So the amount of community service hours on the open container case, your fine and court costs would be a total of $195.
Yes,
If
ma'am.
you want to do community service in lieu of paying the $195, it would be 10 hours. And
Okay.
I can give you, we'll do it for the same amount of time. It's a 60-day reset to get your driver's license. So I believe that's going to, I'll give you until February 6th in order to complete those community service hours. And what'll happen is there within your community, if you would complete those at a nonprofit, a nonprofit, a nonprofit
Yes,
type
ma'am.
of place, whether it's an animal shelter, the food bank, those kinds of activities that contribute to your community.
Yes, ma'am. I don't know if you saw my little addition walking in, but I'm a big fan of animals, so that's the first place I was thinking.
Okay, that sounds great. And so what'll happen for the community service hours is you need to have somebody there sign off on them. And then
Yes,
we will call that nonprofit and verify that they have signed off on your hours and that you've completed them. So for that particular one, do you prefer Zoom, Mr. Shipkey?
Yes, although it does feel a little impersonal, especially when I'm asking for something politely, you know?
Right. No, I totally get that. So for our 6 days out, if you wanted to do Zoom again, we do have February 7th, or if you wanted to come in person, we have February 14th.
Okay.
What would you rather do for your the driver's license case? We'll start with that. Would you rather do Zoom or in person?
Let's do, I'd say, let's do, so February 7th would be the Zoom date on both, is that correct?
Yes, you would have to get your driver's license by February 7th. Our Zoom is at 9 a.m. Or if you wanted to appear in person, we have February 14th at 9 a.m.
I wonder if I could bring the girlfriend up for a little Valentine's Day brunch up there if we did in person.
Well, that is certainly a possibility.
That's the only thing I'm thinking about. The 14th is being Valentine's Day.
Sure.
I mean, I appreciate either way. So I'm going to try to obviously get the licensing worked on. It's just a large chunk of money that I have to come up with. So
I understand.
Beg, borrow, preferably not steal.
Well, if you know, the 14th does give you an additional week.
Yes, ma'am. That's why I'm going to say let's err on the side of caution.
Sure.
And since they say time is money in some circumstances, I might need that.
Okay. So let's set you for 9 a.m. then on February 14th. And the purpose of that date is for you to show proof that you have your driver's license. If you're not able to get it within that 60 days, you can talk with the prosecutor and see what can possibly happen at that time if you just need some more additional time or whatever that may be.
Yes, ma'am. The only thing I don't know if the payment is going to be an issue as much as the issue with, getting into the getting into making an appointment. I don't know what their wait times are.
Right. No, and I'm sympathetic to that. And with regard to the open container case, I'm going to give you until that date of February 14th. in order to complete your 10 hours of community service. If you do it before then, go ahead and submit it. That way I can just close out your case.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, that was gonna be my next question. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. So on a no contest plea, I just want to back up just a little bit.
Yes, ma'am.
On that particular case, you are waiving your right to a trial. You're waiving your right to remain silent because you're entering that no contest plea.
ma'am.
And you're waiving your right to consult with an attorney. Do you wish to waive those 3 rights, go forward with your no contest plea and do the 10 hours of community service?
Yes, ma'am. I will.
I accept your plea and find that you've made a knowing and voluntary waiver of your rights. And what I'll do is for the community service hours, I'm going to enter an order. You'll receive it by email or mail. That just kind of goes over this information again. It's going to give you your deadline in there, and then you'll receive a setting notice of your court date, which will be February 14th.
Okay, and then will I have to proactively find like shelters and things in my
Yes.
area? Okay, all
Yeah,
right, cool.
find something in your community. Because you don't live in this county, I'm not going to have you supervised in this county. So I'm going to leave it up to you and your judgment as far as a nonprofit organization that you can spend your community service hours.
Thank you, ma'am. I do appreciate it.
You bet. Any further questions about your case?
No, ma'am. Would I be able to reach out to y'all if I did, if something pops up along the way?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Ms. Hogue is our clerk. If you need anything, just give us a call and we'll do what we can to help.
Oh, you said Miss Hogue?
Yes, she is the court clerk. It will either
Okay.
be Ms. Hogue or it will be Ms. Milam.
Oh, yes, I remember Miss Milam. All righty. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate your time. Sorry for the little bit of technical difficulty.
That's okay. Thank you for being here, sir.
Yep, y'all have a blessed day.
All right, you too.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, court will be adjourned.